Hello everyone. Let's start our second session of lesson What if it finished. We have discussed in session 1 about the fuels and types of fuels. We have learned the names of fuels. Now we are going to learn one another point, that is from where we get this petrol and diesel. Okay, so for second session, no aim and no keywords. Okay, maybe you have know all these kind of words. If the word is important, I will tell you to underline that part. Okay, so that underlined words you can write down as a keywords of second session. Otherwise you can also write the aim. If you want to write the aim and the keywords, so you can write the aim, that is to learn about the sources of petrol and diesel. Okay, so see textbook page number 111 on the petrol pump. So after some time our bus stopped at a petrol pump. Okay, the journey is continue. There was a long queue. It seemed as if we would have a long wait. We all got down from the bus and started looking around the petrol pump. We saw many large boards and posters. So I hope that you have also seen a petrol pump. Okay, we are going, means our parents are going there for filling your vehicles with petrol and diesel. So in petrol pump many posters are given or the shown, like the petrol and diesel will not last forever and save it for your children. So one poster is given in your textbook page number 112. Please see that poster. So make every drop go a long way. Switch off the engine when you stop the car. So the poster is of 13th July 2017, where the petrol rate was 64 rupees 91 per liter and the diesel was 54 and 70. So it's a basic prices are given. Now 2020 is going on, the corona pandemic is going on. So ask your parents about the rate of petrol and diesel. Obviously the petrol and diesel rates are now increases. Okay, so why that we will learn. So one poster is given. We could not understand, see the textbook, we could not understand why it was written that petrol and diesel will not last forever. So can you tell me that why the sentence is given that petrol and diesel will not last forever? See, we have learned two sources, which are that, yes, renewable and non-renewable. The petrol, diesel, all the fuels we get from the fossil fuels, which are the, which, renewable or non-renewable? Yes, non-renewable sources, and that's why the sentence is given. So they thought of asking an uncle who works at the petrol pump. Okay, so from the petrol pump we are getting the petrol and diesel, but the petrol pump is not a source of petrol and diesel. Okay, see the conversation is given. From the conversation we will discuss from where, actually which place from where we found the petrol and diesel. So see, check the conversation. Abraham said, "Uncle, from where do we get petrol and diesel?" Uncle, who works at the petrol pump. See, many workers are there. They are giving you the petrol and diesel in your vehicle. So that uncle said, from deep down under the ground. Means, yes, from the earth. Okay. Manju said, but how does it get made there? Means there is a formation of your fossil fuels. So that formation we will see in third session. Okay. Uncle said it is formed naturally but very slowly. It is not made by a human being or a machine. Means that fossil fuels or the petrol and diesel are not man-made things. These things are formed naturally but in slower time or slower period. Abraham said, then we don't need to buy it. We can take it out ourselves using a bore well, like a pump out water. So Abraham said that if the petrol and diesel get from the earth, so that we can also pump out, as we are pump out the water. But uncle said it is not found everywhere. See, like water is also not found everywhere, means from groundwater. I am saying about the groundwater. Means we can get, but first we should know about the places. So same happen with the petrol and diesel. Petrol and diesel will not found everywhere. If it will happen, then means what amazing things will happen in the whole world. So it is not found everywhere, but only at a few places in our country. Not only in our country, in worldwide there are many sources, or the many places are there from we get the petrol and diesel. So we need big machines to pump it out and clean it, not our small machines, not our bore wells. They require big machines to pump out, and after that we have to clean that petrol and diesel. Means the things we get from the earth are not in pure form, so we have to clean that things and then only we can use that. So the areas or the places from where we get that oil, okay, the petrol and diesel, we can say oil, so that places are known as oil fields, okay, and the industries are known as petroleum refining industries. Are you getting the points, or am I going fast? See, the places from where we get this oil, that places are known as oil fields. So see, in India, where are the oil fields? At Mumbai, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Rajasthan. So these are some places in India where the oil fields are present, where the refining industries are present. Okay, understood? From where we are getting the petrol and diesel, from the oil fields, and see the places in India. Okay, are you getting the points? Now the discussion is further going on. So see that textbook page number 113, questions are given, find out and discuss. So see, which states of India have oil fields? So already we have discussed that oil fields in India are located at Mumbai, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Rajasthan. See, if you have any doubt, if I am going fast, please tell me about that. Okay, I will share you the notes. Whenever the sessions are going on, complete your notes at that time only. Now write this question answer. Then besides oil, that petrol and diesel, what else is found deep inside the earth? Means not only petrol and diesel, many other things are also there. Means besides fossil fuels, see, the petrol and diesel we get from the fossil fuels, and fossil fuels we get from the earth. But not only fossil fuels, there are some other useful substances which are known as minerals that are also found deep inside the earth. So that minerals are the minerals are solids from which we extract the metals, like your iron, then copper, gold, silver, diamond and aluminium. So all these metals are also we get from the earth, and that are known as minerals. Okay, so iron we used in making many things like building materials, then furniture, then gold and silver we used to make ornaments or your jewelry. So many other minerals are also found in under the earth and are used in various industries. So like fossil fuels, minerals are also limited and will one day that are also means reduced or vanished, as we are using that minerals or the fossil fuels day by day in more amount. So we have seen that in picture also, we have seen that the many vehicles on the road. See, many vehicles means what? In more amount the fuels is used by that vehicles. Okay, so as we are using that vehicles in more amount, but the availability is now decreases. Okay, the demand is increases but availability decreases. So we have to use the fuels in proper amount. Okay, that conservation we will see afterwards. Understood the second question? Okay, so not only oil, the minerals are also found deep inside the earth, like the iron, copper, whatever I have said that. So that also write down. Then find out the traffic rules and discuss them in the class. So don't write that question in your notebook. Last question is that we should use petrol and diesel judiciously. So think why. So that we will discuss also in afterwards. Only two questions you have to write, first and second. Okay. See the further discussion. So they discuss further, is petrol going to finish? The poster said that petrol is not going to last forever. Means the Divya said. Then uncle replied and said, it does not get made as fast as we take it out. It takes lakhs of years for it to be formed under the earth. See the time of formation and see the time of taken out. Means we are taking out that fuels easily, but there is a lot of time required for the formation of that oil or the fossil fuels. Abraham said, how will vehicles run if the oil finishes? See, we have option on that. If oil finishes, we can use something which is known as a CNG. What is a CNG? That we will see when we are going to learn about the fossil fuels. So Manju said on CNG. I had seen on TV that vehicles which run on CNG give less smoke. Uncle laughing and saying, that too comes from below the earth. It is also limited. Means the CNG also we get from the earth and that is also limited. Means whatever the fuels or CNG that we have to use properly. Divya said, electricity can be used to run vehicles. I have seen an electric bicycle. Okay, means as a food, we can give electricity to the vehicles. As per the Divya. Abraham said, we will have to do something, or else how will we travel when we grow up? Divya, my dadi, grandmother, would be happy if fewer vehicles run on the road. She says, look, vehicles line up like ants. What will you do when you grow up? Manju, see, only one or two people are sitting in these cars. Why doesn't everyone use a bus? Means from the conversation we are getting the ways of conservation or save the fuels. So please read the conversation properly. Abraham said that will save petrol. One bus can carry many people. See, if you are 10, means 10 friends are there, and you have or you want to go for picnic. 10 friends, 10 vehicles, 10 friends, 1 vehicle. Which condition will use the fuel in less amount? Obviously, 10 friends, 1 bus. Okay. Means if you are using the public vehicles, we can save the fuel, we can save the petrol and diesel. So Manju said, when I grow up, I will invent a car that runs on sunlight. Then we won't have to worry about it getting finished. See, if the sources we can use again and again, that sources are known as renewable. So we can use it as much as we want. Means from the conversation we have learned 2 to 3 conservation ways of fuels and the alternative sources of energy. So that we will see in last. But understood the conversation? The main points you have to learn. Here 2 tables are given. Then you have to find out, means you have to observe and then you have to write down. See in first table how much oil, how much petrol or diesel can be filled at a time, how far can it go on 1 liter of petrol or diesel? So you have to ask your father or mother that in scooter how much petrol or diesel we can fill, in car, in tractor. Okay, then in that means amount, how much we can go, means that distance you have to write in second part. Means if in scooter 2 to 3 liters of petrol we are filling, so in 2 to 3 liters how much we can cover the distance, so that you have to write here. Okay, then you have to complete this table also in textbook only. Okay, don't write in notebook. The rates of petrol are different in each city. The rates of petrol and diesel in Delhi are given here. Look at the table and answer the questions. So see, in 2002, 2007 and 2040. We don't know about 2020. See the value. Value is increases. Why the value increases? Because the demand increases and the availability is decreases, and that's why there is a growth of, or there is a increment in rate. So see, in 2002 the petrol was 29 and 91, diesel 18 rupees 91, then 43, 30, 67, 58. Here write down 2020 and write, maybe petrol is about 92, no? So write down 92, and diesel, I don't know about the diesel, but maybe 70 to 80 in between that. So that also write. Then compared all the things and write down these questions. So see, while filling the table or completing the table, amount increases, but the usage also increases. Okay, see, in means before 20 to 30 years, the vehicles used by the people in less quantity, or most of the people were used the public transport. Now we are using the individual vehicles, so that is not a good thing. Okay, so think about that. One definition I have given, the distance covered by a vehicle in 1 liter is called its mileage. Maybe you have heard that word. That is mileage. Okay, so mileage means what? In 1 liter, how much your vehicle covered the distance. So that is known as mileage. Okay, so just read that. And if you have car or scooter or any other vehicle, calculate the mileage of your vehicle, click the photo and send it to me. Okay, so we have learned that we get the diesel and petrol from the petrol pump, but this petrol and diesel actually we get from the refinery industries, okay, or the oil fields. Then we have second point, we have learned that the oil fields in India, okay, and the difference between the rate of petrol and diesel. So see here the reason why the diesel is cheaper than petrol. See, the diesel is cheaper than petrol since its extraction processes are simpler. Extraction means what? The process that we used to take out the diesel from the earth. So for diesel we are using the simple methods, but for petrol we are using many kinds of processes, then the big machines, then the things that we required for petrol are expensive, and that's why the rate of petrol is more as compared to the rate of diesel. Okay, diesel engines are more efficient than petrol engines of the same power, resulting in lower fuel consumption. Okay, fuel also required by that vehicle in lower amount. So the petrol is used as a fuel in light vehicles. Light vehicles means your bike, okay, the auto rickshaw and all. And the diesel is a cheap fuel as it require less refining, means the process is simple. So it is used in heavy vehicles like your dumper, or the heavy vehicles are no what, truck and all. So in that we are using diesel, okay, and in light vehicles we are using petrol. Take the screenshot and write down in your notebook. Okay, so one box is given in your textbook, that is treasure from the earth. So read out that it is not easy to find out where oil is deep down below the earth. Okay, means directly we cannot go anywhere and we can find out the here is a oil and here is a petrol and diesel. No, it is not possible for us. So scientists use special techniques and machines to find this out. Okay, then through pipes and machines petroleum is pumped out. Petroleum, again and again I am saying, petroleum or oil is coming out from means that petroleum or the oil is go in the industries. Then from the industry we get the petrol and diesel at the petrol pump. So the petroleum or the oil is a smelly, thick and dark colored liquid. Have you seen petrol? Yes, it is not a thick because many processes are given to that oil and all. So when the petroleum or oil is extracted from the earth, it contains many things mixed in it. So we have to clean and separate that things, and that's why we are sending that petroleum to refinery. Already we have learned about refinery. Okay, it is from this petroleum or oil that we get kerosene, diesel, petrol, engine oil and fuel for aircrafts. So from the refinery we are getting the petrol and diesel. Understood? Then one question is given, do you know that LPG, wax, coal tar or grease are also obtained from this? It is also used in making several other things like plastic and paints. Means from petroleum we are not getting the diesel and petrol only. We get the LPG, that is cooking gas, then wax, grease, plastic and paint. So these things are also we get from the petroleum. Okay, so see, this is your main point, that how do we get petrol and diesel. Okay, sources means what are the sources of your fuels? From the earth we are getting the fuels. Then that petroleum or the oil we get from the earth, we are sending to the refinery plant. In that refinery plant there are processes doing with that petroleum, and then we get the petrol and diesel at the petrol pump. Okay, so see, the petrol and diesel obtained at the oil refinery, it's supplied to the petrol depots in different parts of the country by trains and trucks. Maybe you have seen the tankers are there of petrol and diesel. Okay, they are carrying the petrol and diesel from the refinery plant to different parts of our country. So from these depots petrol is supplied to petrol pumps by means of trucks, and we get petrol and diesel from these petrol pumps. Understood? Okay, see, the refining of petroleum, by the refining of petroleum, which things means the byproducts, that are LPG, petrol, kerosene, diesel, grease, naphthalene and bitumen. So these things we get from the refining. So understood the second session. Which thing we have learned? We have learned about the difference between the rate of petrol and diesel. Then we have learned about the refining industries in India. Then we have learned what is the mileage. We have learned the difference between the diesel and petrol. Okay, where we are using the petrol, where we are using the diesel. Then about the refinery plant, means how do we get petrol and diesel. The main slide is this. Take screenshot and write down these notes in your notebook. If the question is there, how do we get petrol and diesel, you can write in your own words, no problem. But these points should be there. Okay, the oil fields, oil refinery, means actually what is doing, see the cycle. First the petroleum we get from the earth, that petroleum send it to refinery plant. From that refinery plant the petrol and diesel sent to the depots, and then from the depots that is sent to the petrol pumps through the trucks and trains. Understood the chain? Yes. So here we have completed our second session. Whatever we have discussed, please think about that, read, learn and remember all the things that we have discussed. Then 115, see the textbook page number 115, fill that table, okay, means this one, okay, fill both the tables. Then see the questions are given. In 2014 as compared to 2007, the rate of petrol went up by dash dash rupees. Okay, you have to calculate that. The rate of diesel increased by dash dash rupees, means minus plus 2, whatever you want, and complete that. What was the difference in the rates of petrol and diesel from 2002 to 2007 and 2007 to 2014? So that we have discussed. So don't write that question. Only one 2014 and 2007, that question, complete that. Then what is the price of petrol and diesel in your area? Directly write down in front of that question the rate of petrol and rate of diesel. Ask your parents. Then why are the prices of petrol and diesel going up? That also we have discussed, as the demand increases but the availability of petrol and diesel is less. Then in 1 month, how much petrol and diesel is used in your home and what is it used for? So the answer should be different or the answers are different. So according to your requirement, solve that question. And page number 116, so that are the uses of diesel, petrol and oil. So that also we have discussed, okay, from where we are using the petrol and diesel. The other uses we will see in our next session. So I hope that you have completed and so you have understood both the sessions, session 1 and 2. So please read all the things, all the notes that given by me. Okay? Still, stay home, stay safe and thank you.